Okay, it's 2 marks, so it can't be hard. So do we just put 4 plus 2 cos t into y and then 3 plus 2 sine t into x?
Okay. So I think there's lots of ways of doing this. Okay, go on, try that.
It's 2 marks, so it can't be hard, she says. So is it just 6 minus 4 sine t squared? Squared t?
Yeah, okay.
And then 4 sine squared t plus 2 brackets 1 minus, no, 2 is it, wait, is it 1 minus 2 sine squared t? Is that the
For cos squared t, is it?
for cos 2t?
Cos 2t, sorry. Yeah, what is it? 1 minus 2 sine squared t, I believe, yeah.
Yeah. So put 2 on the outside of the bracket and then 1 minus 2 sine squared t. And then what do you have left over? Minus 2 equals 0. Because 4 minus 6. Then 4 sine squared t plus 2 minus 4 sine squared t minus 2 equals 0. And then everything just equals 0.
Yeah.
Is that right? That doesn't seem right.
So we show that they're equal to each other and therefore that it satisfies it. I'll look at the, hang on, I just want to make sure. So mark scheme and solution, let's just do solution. So sine squared t solution is 1, x is that, y is that, y equals 6 minus. So let's see.
Did they just rearrange for t and then put that into the other one?
I think what they did was, so I noticed here you have x minus 3, and this here you could make it x minus 3. I think what they did was, see this this cos 2t, they changed that into 1 minus 2 sine squared t. And then this one over here, sine squared t. So that's sine t, and so sine squared t is that squared. And that way they got everything in terms of x. So would our way show that it satisfies it? I'm not sure if that's what I'm not sure that would. So basically they just turned it in, everything into x. Hang on, let me just make sure. So that's what y is.
I still want you to get y equals 6 minus.
And so they used sine squared t plus cos squared t equals 1. They got sine squared t for one of them. They got cos squared t for the other, and they subbed both into that. So that's yet another way of doing it. Okay, there's lots of ways of doing it. Show that all points satisfy that. I think our way is valid because we just subbed them in and they worked. We subbed in the x, we subbed in the y, and they're equal to each other, and so it's true.
Okay.
Okay, B1, sketch the curve.
Wouldn't I just use my calculator?
Yeah, and can you do parametrics?
What's the menu graph? I'm guessing param means parametrics.
That's a good guess.
Don't really know. Okay, so 3 plus 2 sine. I'm just going to use x. Because, Oh, I can't use x. How do I use t?
You have a red, like alpha t on it.
I don't have a t. Should I just use x? Oh, wait, no, it comes up with. Oh, that's sick. It doesn't matter, I just came up with it.
Okay.
And then, oh no, that was y. I need to put that back. Hang on, delete, get exit. Up, that was y. Y is 4 plus 2 cos. Should I put this in brackets? Should I put the 2t in brackets or not?
Yes, it might automatically be in brackets.
And then the x was 3 plus 2 sine t. No, it didn't work out. Hang on. Oh, I know why it didn't work out. Hang on. Delete that. xt1 is 3 plus sine t. I mean, I got that. That's
okay.
Yeah.
So, it's weird that it's going between two values. Yep, there you go.
Hang on.
Looks right.
How do I find the coordinates? Do I have to trace it? I don't know. So maximum. No, hang on. Trace. Oh, okay. So I've got 3, 6.
Yeah.
What are the 5, 2.
Yep.
And it's not letting me show you the side, so I'm gonna guess by counting the numbers. That's 1, 2.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, count. Ah, sick.
Okay, and part 2.
Explain briefly why C does not include all points of y equals 6 minus, because t has to be between. Wait, x is any real number. Explain briefly C does not include
Because t is between 0 and 2 pi?
Yeah, that's what I think, isn't it?
It's either that or because sine and cos are between 1 and minus 1, like in terms of y.
Yeah.
Minimum x is 1, maximum x is 5. Oh, sorry, that's this thing. The domain is limited to x is between 1 and 5. Explain briefly. It's kind of the same thing. I think our answer is better. Don't know if that's a good answer.
Domain is limited to 1 and 5.
No, I don't like that answer. Hold on.
Is that what they said? Go down, go down.
States as x is equal to 3 plus 2 sine t. So x is between 1 and 5. Alright. I think you'd need to say more that t is between 0 and 2 pi, and that's why it's between 1 and 5. But anyway.
1 and 5. Is it just those? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Let's take the range of values of k, write your answer in set notation. Rely with the equation x plus y equals k, where k is a constant in sex. See at 2 distinct points. Okay.
Let me check.
So, can you pretty much go through all of that? So, how do you let this out? What definite to do?
It might help if you write it as like y equals minus x plus k. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was going to do, and then I was going to substitute that into something, but I don't really know what I'd substitute that in.
You could sub it into c.
Where's C? Which equation is C?
C is the parametric. Or you could sub it into this one.
So x plus y equals k, so k minus x equals y, and x equals k minus y. That doesn't really help me. So x is 3 plus 2 sine t. So k minus y equals 3 plus 2 sine t.
Let's sub it into this one.
Yeah.
Because it satisfies all points.
So shall we just keep x the same and substitute the y? So we get all x's.
Yeah.
Okay. Minus x plus k equals 6 minus, and then we keep the minus, x minus 3 squared. So let's expand the x minus 3. So we get what's 6 times 9?
62.
Minus 54.
There you go.
Oh, I think I'm gonna have messed up. I made it look so easy. What did you do with the 6?
It's a good question. I forgot to do anything with it. So that would be 6 minus 9 is minus 3, and so it becomes plus 3.
Oh, you don't do that. Ah, okay. Hang on. Let's try this again. Okay. So I'm going to add that to that side, so x squared plus 5x plus... I have no idea what you've just done, but I'm just going to roll with it. Minus plus
I just expanded, simplified, brought everything to one side.
Yeah, I get that, but hang on.
So
Plus
made it equal to 0.
6, so x squared plus 5x plus...
I brought everything to the left side. So minus x squared became plus x squared.
You put that k plus 3 in brackets because it's constant.
Sorry?
Why have you got the k plus 3 in bracket?
So I just put it in the form. So yeah, it's not really necessary, but I put it in the form of a quadratic.
And then you work it out and let's assume...
How do you work it out? Or what are you working
out? Shall we do discriminant?
Yep.
So b squared minus 4ac is less than 0.
Is what, sorry?
Less than 0?
2 distinct points.
Equals 0?
Say it again?
No. Okay, so equals 0 when there's no real roots. I don't remember. I'm just in the opposite of what I always think. So 2 distinct means less.
So solve them.
Okay, so plus minus 3.
So how many solutions?
2.
Middle one?
None.
Square root of 0?
1? I don't know. Is it none? 0. 1.
So that's one solution. That's when it's equal to 0. One on the right.
No solutions.
Yes. No real roots. And so that's... So this one over here, 9, is bigger than 0. 0 is equal to 0. And minus 1 is less than 0.
Okay.
So it comes from the quadratic formula. The bit in the square root. You can't square root a minus number. So there's no real roots when it's less than 0. There's exactly one root when it's equal to 0, because the square root of 0 is plus or minus 0, which is the same thing. Or one repeated root. And then plus or minus 3. So if it's bigger than 0, then you get two answers, so 2 real roots. So it just comes from the quadratic formula.
So you put 5 squared minus 4, then 1 k 3, which is greater than 0, and then you get 25 minus 4k minus 12, which is greater than 0. I'm not getting nice numbers.
So k is less than 13, 6.5. Is it like 3.25 or something?
Yeah, but that's only one number.
So range of values of k, and so looks good. K is less than 3.25. K is less than 37 over 4 instead of... they did plus 12. Why did I have minus? Was this a minus 3? Should this be a minus 3? Minus...
9 minus 6 is 3. Hang on.
So it becomes a plus, then it becomes a minus. Minus 3. You bring it down.
So minus x plus 6 gives you 5x. The 9 comes from the
Yeah, plus 3.
I can't see where.
So they use a graphical method, which I thought might be a bit more understandable. So we have y equals minus x plus k. And so they said, like, it'll be like a tangent at the point 3, 6, and so it'll be everything less than that. And so x plus y has to make k. Let's just do, the other one is, it'll go down to here. So, like, now it has one solution. And so when it goes through that point, it starts having two solutions.
Mm-hmm.
And so x is 5, y is 2. X plus y is k. So what is x?
7. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. And so k would have to be greater than 7. And k would have to be less than whatever it is at the top. 3... then that was the other one. M equals minus 1. Tangent, yeah. What? Differentiating? I don't get that. Hold on. Either finds the lower value, so k 7, or deduces that k is less than 37 over 4. X or y.
They worked out 7. They put 7 into the k. Into k minus x equals
So
6.
k minus x. k
How do they go?
minus x, yeah, equals 6. I think we just did it wrong. They got x squared minus 7x. A 5 should be a 7.
I think they just put 5 and 2 into the x and y. Or maybe into the... Where does 7 come from? 6 minus x minus 3. K minus x equals 6 minus x minus 3 squared. Right, so k minus x equals 6 minus then x squared. Minus 6 plus minus x gives you 5. Doesn't give you 7.
What is 3tq?
Oh, I think I got it.
Go on.
So the 6, I don't know what that means by the way. So they expanded that thing, which would give you, what was it meant to give you, minus 6x, but there's a minus in front of the bracket, which makes it a positive. Okay. And then you minus 6x and put it onto the other side to give you minus 7x.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think I just literally did it wrong.
Okay, anyway. Yeah. Serves me right. And it was, turns out it's, instead of 13 over 4, it's 37 over 4. So it's in between those two. So at the bottom is, so it's 7 or bigger, or 37 over 4 or less. That it'll have two distinct real roots. Any questions there?
No.
Okay. Next one. This is the second last. 13.
Please be a good one. I don't want anything boring.
Show
Oh, to be fair. What will do it again? Oh, 7 markers a lot. Hang on, let me write it. 2x x plus 2 half dx equals 32 over 15 2 plus root 2. Okay. I'm guessing we have to do the is it the product rule?
So it's the integration equivalent of the product rule.
So like y equals u dv over dx.
I think so. They give you the formula.
Yeah, it's not on the form that you like it, but yeah, I think. Wait, no. No, I think that one's in the normal form. I'm pretty sure. So if y equals u dv over dx, u equals 2x, dv over dx equals x plus 2 to the power of a half, du over dx equals 2, and v equals, right, I forgot how you integrate x plus 2 to the power of a half. Okay, so increase by that. So 3 over 2. So is it 2 over 3, x plus 2, 3 over 2? Because there's no coefficient. What would you do if there's a coefficient? Would you times that by the coefficient?
Usually you would divide everything by the derivative of the bracket.
Yeah.
Or the easier way is to multiply everything by the reciprocal of the derivative, but there is the derivative is 1.
So if that was like 3x plus 2 to the power of half, then it would be 1/3 times a 2/3 to the bracket to the power of 3 over 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what's the actual thing? 2 over 3. X plus 2 to the power of 3 over 2. And then is it uv minus integral of v times du over dx over v squared? No, hang on.
Why are you snaking me?
Wait, hang on, I've got the thing here. No, I didn't. I'll delete it. I haven't got it. No, I haven't got it. I can't bother to search it either.
Here we go. V du dx. That's all this.
Oh, I lost. Don't know what that is.
So u times v minus the integral of v times du dx.
I don't know how to make you bigger. And I've lost it.
U is 2x.
How do I make this screen bigger? What's that?
I don't know what it looks like on your one.
Why?
Fine.
Is it not over v squared? What's that one over v squared?
You're thinking of the differentiation.
Okay, so uv, so 2x plus, so 2 times 2 over 3. Gives you 4 over 3 x. X plus 2, 3 over 2 minus d over dx, which is 2, that's nice. 2 times v. 3 times 2, so we have 4 over 3x, x plus 2, 3 over 2. And then what to do with the thing in front of it?
What thing in front of us, right?
So you have 4 over 3.
Yeah.
So what you do when you increase the power by that, then you do, is it 4 over 3 divided 4 over 3 times 2 over 5?
Hang on, du dx was that one, and v is 2 over 3 as well. So both coefficients I'm just bringing to the front. X plus 2 to the 3 over 2. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
So you can leave them inside, but because it won't make any difference, you can just bring them outside, any number coefficient.
Okay, hang on. So you put 4 over 3x, x plus 2, 3 over 2, minus 4 over 3 integral x plus 2, 3 over 2. So then it's 4 over 3x, x plus 2, 3 over 2, minus 4 over 3, and then it's 5 over 2. So 2 over 5, x plus 2, 5 over 2.
So this one, that's going to be 2 over 5. So times in it again. Yeah, no derivative. X plus 2 to the 5 over 2. Yep.
What do you do with the 4? Do you times the 4 over 3 by the 2 over 5?
Yep.
Okay, so hang on. So in square brackets, we've got 4 over 3 x, x plus 2, 3 over 2 minus 8 over 15, x plus 2, 5 over 2, close square brackets with the integrals 2 and 0. And then we're trying to get it in the form of that. So do we simplify before we put the 2 and the 0 in, or are we just gonna?
I noticed you could factorize out stuff, but
yeah.
I'm just gonna say no. And I'm just going to say, just do the whole thing.
3, 2, 4, 3 over 2 minus 8 over 15, 4, 5 over 2 minus 4 over 3, 0, 2, 3 over 2 minus 8 over 15, 2, 5 over 2. Okay.
Are you just subbing 2 in for all the...
Yeah.
Okay. And then after that?
I'm going to try and keep it in form because...
Alright.
I don't know. It just says to keep it. So, times 4 to the power of 3 over 2. So you have 64 over 3 minus 8 over 15 times 4 to the power of 5 over, so minus 256 over 15, so that's in brackets, minus, so 4 over 3 times 0 gives you 0, I'm guessing. That makes 0 times 2 over 3, so then you just get minus 8 over 15, so 2 to the power of 5 over 2 gives you 4 root 2 times minus 8 over 15 gives you minus 32 root 2 over 15. So you get 64 over 3 minus 256 over 15 plus 32 root 2 over 15. So then we get 32 plus... Oh, I'm going to get stuck in a second. What form do we want it in? So I've got 64 minus 32 root 2 over 15. And they took a factor of 32 out of 15 now. But then I don't get 2 plus root 2, I get 2 minus root 2.
Mine just gives me a decimal, that's weird. You get what, sorry?
So, oh wait, what? Hang on. Where did you get 64 over 15 from?
Is that what you get when you sub in 2?
That would make a lot more sense if I did. I got 64 over 3. Hang on. 4 over 3, 2 times 4, 3 over 2. I get 64 over 3.
64 over 15.
What? 4 over 3, 2.
And then 2 plus 2 in a bracket.
So 4 over 3 times 2 times by 4 to the power of 3 over 2.
Yeah. And then minus 8 over 15.
Yeah, minus 8 over 15, which is times by 4 to the power of 5 over 2, which is 256 over 15. But you're just doing it all in one. Hang on, let me just do it all in one. Minus 8 over 15 times 4 to the power of 5 over 2. Oh yeah, hang on. Yeah, so 64 over 15, I did get that to be fair, I just didn't simplify. Plus 32 root 2 over 15. gives you 64 plus, don't know why I did that in the calculator, over 15. So you can take a factor of 32 over 15 out. And then you get 2 plus root 2. So 32 over 15, brackets 2 plus root 2. Yeah, I got it.
There you go. Okay, any questions there?
No.
Well done. Where is it? So let's take a look. Do you like the look of... Tell me if it's too easy. Okay, it's all this stuff. Oops.
Too bad, you need to practice that, so you should probably do it.
Okay. Hi.
I've done that one now. I don't know though. Let's do it.
You do it, I'm busy.
You'll do it what?
You do it, I'm busy.
Are you recording the call? Isn't that what you normally do?
No, so I usually just do it with a separate thing, but I pressed that thing on Skype and I just want to see what happens at the end of the call.
Okay.
I'm not actually busy.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Given the value of the car 32,000 on 1st January 2005 and 50,000 on 1st January 2012, find P to 4 decimal places. So, what's P? Okay. I've done this before, so it can't be hard. So, if you put 32,000 in for V and 5 in for T. Or should we do logs first or something? I don't know. We'll see. 32,000 equals A. I should have my capital A for that. A. P is, do you know P?
Actually, we can get T, I think.
T is 5, isn't it?
Is it 4?
It's 4. Or we could do simultaneous.
Do it.
So 50,000. Well, I might do the other way around then because it looks better. I'll do the 50,000 on top so it looks more easier. So 50,000 equals A P to the power of 11.
Yeah.
And then 32,000 AP4, so you get 8 to make 40, so 18,000 equals, that counts as 11 minus 4 is 7, so P to the power of 7, and then 7 root to the 18,000. Can you do that? I don't know. Just in case you might need to do logs or something. Gives you 4.0541. That's if you do like the 7 root thing.
Okay. And show that A is approximately 24,000. And you're supposed to get the 4 decimal places.
Yeah.
I just made them both equal to A.
Yeah?
I made them both equal to A.
Oh, for the second part.
For the first part? Or
The first part.
oh, sorry, what was the first? What were we supposed to do?
Find
Find
P.
P. Yeah.
So then A, you just put P back into one of the equations, don't you?
No. I made them both equal to A. So A is equal to 32,000 over P to the 4.
Then what?
50,000. A is equal to 50,000 over P to the 11.
Yeah.
And then snacken you to solve it. Shift, solve, cross my fingers. Hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. Okay, so this little thing here means it's not totally accurate. That thing down there needs to be 0. Press equals again. Closer it gets to 0, the more accurate it is. So now it's 10 to the minus 30, so it's really tiny. Come on. Yeah, 10 to the 43. Oh, it's getting really big. That's not good. Okay, show A is approximately 24,800. Yay, I got an answer. So 1.0658. Did you get anything like that?
No, I got P equals 4.0541.
I'm sure you're right. 1.0658. Rock and roll.
Hang on.
Solver.
11 minus 4 is 7. Hang on, let me do some logs. I feel like I should do logs.
Just put it in the calculator and let the calculator solve it.
No, because it's just too. I can't use the calculator all the time. So once you get 18,000 equals P power 7, what do you do after?
Once you get what, sorry?
So if you do 50,000 minus 32,000, if you take your equation 2 from 1, you get 18,000 equals P to the power of 7.
You, in several ways, do not get that.
Why not?
Okay, so AP to the 11 minus AP to the 4. So first of all, you only subtract the powers when you're dividing.
Oh, no. Oh, so divide it then.
Dividing will work, yeah.
Divide by 32,000. Okay, bear with. If I divide it.
It's probably even easier than my way.
So 1.5625 equals P to the power of 7. And then you do that. Yeah, see, I got it now. My way's easier. Just did the wrong thing. 0658. And then you find A, so I'm guessing just put it back into one of the equations.
Yeah.
1,000 equals A 1.0658 power of 4 amps power of so 32,000 equals 1.2904. Yay! Got it. Nice. 24,796.8, which rounds to 24,800.
Okay, with reference to the model, interpret.
I'm guessing it's the initial A is the initial price. I don't know what the context was. The initial value of the car.
Yeah.
When it was first valued.
Yeah. So that's the initial value.
And then P is the increase in value after T amount of years.
I think after 1 year, like every year. So if you take logs of both sides, that's the same as log A plus
log
log
T
P to the T. And so
equals log A plus T log P.
And I'm just going to swap them around.
Y equals mx plus c.
Yeah. And so the value of the constant A, so A is the initial value, and log P is the, I should have XM or something. I should have done log PT. Yeah, so, and that's the gradient.
But why is C? Why is log PTC? Oh, you're looking at, oh, sorry. Yeah, got it, sorry.
Let me just, so that's B is initial value, and then
the factor
rises P 0.06.
Factor by which the
value rises each year. Yeah, so that's how much it goes up, not every 2 years, every 1 year, each year. So it's like the gradient is change in y over change in x, and so for every 1 increase in x, it's m increase in y, or for every, in this context, 1 increase in year, so for every year v, the value goes up by t, the gradient. And sorry, there was one more part. Using the model, find the year during which the value of the car first exceeds that.
So
10,000 was it?
100,000. So A we said was 24,800. PT is greater than 100,000. So it said what? What was it? Find the year during which the value of the car first exceeds. So we have P as well, don't we?
Yep.
Okay, so P was 24,800 times 1.0658 power of T gives you greater than 100,000. So 24,800 times 1.0658. So 26431.
No, can't do that. Bidmas. You have to do the power first.
I don't know what the power is.
And that's what you're trying to solve.
So I can't even simplify it to get 2.
You can't simplify it that way.
Right, I'm not being funny. Can we do like logs or something? This is kind of hard to do.
So you'd have to take logs of both sides, or just put it in your calculator and press solve.
How are you putting your calculator press solve? What are you doing? You got class with? I haven't got this in class. I haven't got this in CG50.
You have a better one. Menu, solver.
I haven't got a solver.
Whatever it is, run matrix within that solver.
Run matrix. I still do not have a solver.
Next lot of functions or something. It's in there somewhere.
What did you click on?
How do you ever solve anything?
I don't. I use my head.
Nerd.
The only thing I use to solve is the equation thing.
For,
That's
for
yeah,
quadratics and stuff, is it?
yeah, that's like quadratics and stuff.
Uh,
I
Google it.
haven't got a solve thing.
At 22. This is when it's equal.
Wait, I wonder how you did it. How did you do it? What did you press?
So mine is different from yours. I literally just put it in.
Mhm.
So I just put in it's equal to 100,000 and then just shift solve.
24,800 times 1/658 to the power of, and then you put x. Oh wait, hang on. Equal to 100,000.
Yeah. And you have a solve.
Whoa, wait. I haven't even got an equal button. Oh, yeah, I do. Equal to 100. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, that did not work. I didn't have a solve button.
No, it's a function within run matrix. It's in there somewhere. Anyway, I have to go. I have to call a little year 6 boy. Yeah. How was that for you, Saba?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. I want to find it.
Google it.
Okay.
Another guy, I saw him doing it. I did it as well, but my free trial has run out on that thing, and I have to figure out how to buy it. I was able to buy this one. But the website's all Chinese. Hardest questions again next time, or something else?
No, that's alright. Questions.
Okay. Sorry?
I've got it. I think I've got it. Okay, bye.
Alright.
Questions. Yeah.
Alright.
The end of paper and stuff.
Alright. Have a good week, Saba.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.